People ask why you like Chevy so much. This is one of the reasons. How easy is that to change a headlight? Holy. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Today we're doing an upgrade on my Chevy Avalanche. You may have already seen my video previously where I did a similar upgrade, but this time I'm upgrading on top of my upgrade. So what kind of an upgrade are we talking about? Well, we are talking about the lights on my truck. I've recently started driving to a different site for my day job, which means I'm driving on back roads, which are not lit up with city streetlights as most highways and roads normally are. And that has amplified a big problem for me, which is these headlights. Now, I'll show you what the headlights look like right now. I do have LED lights in these, but they are very first gen. I bought them a long time ago. I had them on a shelf, so I thought, hey, I'll just install them in this truck. They are quite low spec and low performance. So that is where these come in. Now these are called high light LED car bulb, and they promise a plus 300% light output. They are rated on Amazon as 20,000 lumens. Now the marketing is a little bit gimmicky because that would be 10,000 lumens per bulb. 20,000 lumens in total. It does say that they are 100 watt. Now, typically, when you're looking at LED lighting, they also combine the wattage, which would mean that these are just 50 watts per bulb. I really hope that they are actually 100 watts per bulb, because before we get too far into this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. If you've seen some of our content already and have not subscribed, we want you to join our community. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get back to the video. That they are actually 100 watts per bulb, because the wiring in this car can actually handle 100 watts per bulb, because the high beam wiring is roughly 100 watts. So these are LED watts, so they give you the equivalent wattage of a halogen light. So they're not gonna actually pull 100 watts, but these lights are rumored to have enough power draw so that if you stick these in a car that uses like the CAN bus or uses some sort of headlight monitoring system, when you stick these in, they will not make your car think that your bulbs are burnt out like a lot of other LED lights do. So obviously what we've got to do is swap the lights out and put these lights in and check them. Now the beauty is, to do the install, all we do is just pull this pin out like that. We remove that pin, put it there, we won't lose it. And then this headlight just pops right out like this. This is the wiring for the old headlight bulb. And just like that, we've got the old bulb. So here you can see what the old bulb looked like. Again, very first gen. It's got a wide base. It's got a fan that is now got lots of dirt and junk in it, so it's not really that great. But the light output on this, I don't expect was ever very good. It does say that it's 40 watts and 4,000 lumens. So if these ones are correct, our lumen output will double, almost triple, if this is correct and if that box is correct. So let's throw one in and see what it looks like. While we're doing this, I'm sure as you're watching, you're like, holy crap, Anton, do you ever clean your garage? Well, you'll know that I used to have a shop where I did stuff like this so that my wife could park in the garage. We recently had to give that space up. So now I've got all my shop stuff shoved in here and our regular garage stuff in here, and I'd love to be able to work on this in a shop. So if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the video and watch some more of these videos so I can get enough money to actually get a shop to make more videos like this that are higher quality, because I actually have a filming studio shop instead of a parking garage with storage all around it. Let's see what these guys even look like. Whoa. This is the old one next to the new one. Now, these are very, very different. You can tell the circuit on these are very next gen LEDs. It'll be ultra bright versus these, which are, like I said, like they're first gen LED. So I'm excited about this, and it should just pop right in here. So these just pop right in exactly how the old ones did. So you just stick it in like this and turn like that, and then that's in. So all we do is just plug this in. Now, the thing to note is there's a tab on here. Actually, it's got a tab on both sides. These are polarity sensitive, which means if the positive and negative have been swapped, they won't turn on. So what you want to do if they don't turn on is go like this without hurting your thumb, flip it over and stick it on the other way. The cool thing is that these actually have this label here that says no power, try reversing the plug over. So they realize that this is a high return rate because they just plugged them in backwards. So we're gonna go turn them on, make sure it's right before we close this headlight up. And right off the bat, it is turning on. And if I flip it over, it'll not turn on, and it doesn't. They actually even have a positive and a minus on here, which is interesting. So there, that's the way it works. That's the way it works. So now I can close this back up. So we're going to shove this wiring down this hole here. And then this just shoves in, there's a little tab here. Like that. And then this just goes in there, just like that. Perfect fit. And we can lift this up. People ask why you like Chevy so much. This is one of the reasons. How easy is that to change a headlight? Holy. I actually just realized I have my lumen meter that I used for installing my garage lights on my phone. I'm gonna see if I still have that app. And I do. So I'm gonna use this to measure the light output directly in front of this light and directly in front of that light. And I'm gonna see in a more scientific way if it's brighter with the actual lux number. Okay. So we're going to point this at the headlight, and our max reading is what we're looking for. So I'm just going to move it around until we get our highest max reading from this headlight. So about 20,000 lumens. 20,515. So let's see if this one gives us any more than that. Here we go. So we've got, according to this, I'm doing the same process where I'm just moving it around to see which one's the brightest. Holy, right there is really bright. That must be right on the spot. 60,000 lumens. So you saw it there, you saw the light meter, you saw how many more lumens this new light is versus the old one. I'm gonna swap the other one in. The real test will be tomorrow when I'm driving into work if I can see on the road. So I'll bring you guys along for that just for fun, because why not? And then we'll wrap this video up. I'll tell you my driving impressions, but this is 3 times brighter than my LED lights, which were already supposed to be brighter than regular halogen lights. I'm actually surprised. Not only am I surprised, 60,000 lumens here. Normally, you're not gonna get exactly what they say in the thing, because I mean, as you can see, my lights are very hazy. They are very dirty. I've washed them, but they are so hazed over, they will be blocking a lot of light. But for them to measure 3 times the brightness is very impressive. I'm gonna swap the other one over now, and we're gonna close this up. So there you have it, the 300% headlight improvement. If you want these lights, I will put links in the description where you can buy them. They're available on Amazon. They can be shipped to your door probably the next day. I got these within 24 hours. I just bought them yesterday. Why did I buy these? I bought these because, like I said, I can't see where I'm driving. And the first option is always to improve your headlights. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, well, can't I get new headlight housings? Yes. In my experience, headlight housings that are off-brand have very poor optics. The optics on your factory headlights have been approved by DOT. That means that they have to have a focused beam, they have to keep light leakage to a minimum, so you're not blinding oncoming cars. part of the safety concerns that a lot of people have is with poorly aimed and stray light blinding oncoming cars. Sticking with your regular factory headlights decreases the chances of having stray lights. Now, I did talk about how these headlights are very foggy. I'm going to be doing a headlight restoration on these. I'm just not doing it now because it's winter and it's cold. So in the spring, I'll do a headlight restoration so that I can see even better. But for now, this will get more light on the road so that I can see where I'm going. The other option was installing a light bar, fog lights, or whatever. The problem with all of those options is, number one, driving on public roads with a light bar is illegal, meaning against the law, meaning you could get a ticket. Number two is, for a proper headlight to throw the light down the road far enough, you need to have some height to them. That's why a light bar on the roof lights up so well, because you're looking top down and you can flood the area. Mounting fog lights way down there, it is very hard to get light going a long way down the road without having it pointing up too much, which means, again, you're blinding oncoming cars. Plus, the cost of fog lights, bright ones, good ones, are more money than these headlights themselves. So I wanted to try these first in order to see if that solved my problem, knowing that I could always add a driving light, a second driving light, or a fog light. Now, the rules for secondary driving lights, they have to be lower than your running lights. So I could mount them like on the bumper, I could mount them in this grill space right here, and I could get more light on the road that way. And I haven't ruled that out because I do have space there and I can shine right through the grill, so it's discreet, it's hidden, whatever, but it's more money and it means extra wiring and all that. I don't want to do that when this swap was as easy as you saw. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.